Welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to quickly cover some of the power upgrades I've done to the interior of my Mission Overland Summit trailer. If you don't know, a lot of the Summit trailers only have DC power, they don't have any AC inside. You can always option it with inverter or install one yourself, but now you have to worry about the conversion losses. In the year I've had my trailer, I haven't really needed the AC power, but when I do, I can always use a portable power system like a jack or EcoFlow or something along those lines to get the AC power where you need it without having to worry about installing it in the trailer and also dealing with the losses on the battery bank of the trailer itself. I've done a few things to assist when on shore power, and I've also added a few things and changed a few things up to help when I'm off the grid and just running off the batteries in the trailer itself. The DC changes have been pretty simple. The AC changes were a little more entailed because I had to do some cutting, and that was a little nerve-wracking because I'm cutting into a brand new trailer. But I think in the long run it worked out pretty good, and I like the way it turned out. So here we go. So I'm going to cover the DC side of the house first. So up here we used to have a voltage meter there. I'll throw a picture of it down here in the corner so you can see what it used to look like and what it looks like now. So the switches are the same. I still have my 12 volt cigarette style, or I still have my car style 12 volt outlet here. And I still have USB ports on this side. However, I changed this one out so it's a little different. I have a quick charge 3.0 for a USB-A port, and I have two power delivery USB-C ports now. Well, I had two USB-A ports before. I don't really have anything that runs on USB-A anymore. It's all USB-C, so having some USB-C ports in here has been really helpful. And it has a switch you can turn it off. In the middle where the voltage gauge was before, I've now replaced with two power pole connections for extending DC power to other devices inside. I did DC convert my Starlink, which I'll have in a future video, so stay tuned. Other than those quick little things I've done inside, that's pretty much all done for DC inside. I got rid of the ports I don't use and added more of the ones I needed. So I did a few changes for the AC side of the house as well. When plugged into shore power, if you wanted to get AC power inside the trailer, you had to run it through the door or run it through the AC port over there. It just wasn't making a lot of sense, and it wasn't super easy. So since I had some extra breakers in the converter, I added two extra breakers for two things. So I added a power socket here with a USB-A and a power delivery USB-C port here as well. The other one is a 20 amp circuit that goes up over here under there, and that one is being used for the Truma Combi. That second 20 amp circuit over there is being used for the Truma Combi, so when you're at shore power and you don't have to use propane to run the heat or hot water. If you want a combination of both propane and shore power, you can get hot water and heat much more efficiently without running through as much propane, or you can heat up a little faster and have hotter temperatures for both the hot water and the heat. The last thing I changed out, and I'll link that video below and up in the corner up here, is I changed out the power converter. The original converter was a WFCO auto detect, and the auto detect never detected it. It never sensed it had lithium batteries. It did once, and then after using it for 2 days, it switched back and then refused to charge at all or provide power to the trailer, in the 12 volt systems in the trailer. So this is a Progressive Dynamics. I'll put the information down below of what the model number is and all that stuff, as well as the video I made. But it's the same thing. You got your 20 amp circuit is one that's underneath back there. That one is the one that is for the Truma Combi heater, and the 15 amp circuit is for the socket right next to it. Well, both these changes are super easy to install. I think it adds a lot more functionality to the trailer, as well as the interior outlet next to the converter. At some point, if I do install an inverter in here, which I don't think I really need it because I've never really needed AC power while out on a trip, it'll give me the option to wire that up to the inverter if I need to. But for now, only having DC power is working out perfect. I've never really needed AC power on a trip. The other nice win to not having the voltage gauge there is it was very bright at nighttime. With these quick little simple changes I've done inside the trailer, the DC ones are very easy. It took me less than 10 minutes to change all of it out. And it has increased my functionality inside the trailer quite a bit because I don't actually use any AC powered devices in here. Everything's DC powered. So keeping everything DC powered keeps rid of the losses involved with converting from DC to AC through the inverter. And it just is functioned perfectly for charging devices, laptops, cell phones, cameras, what have you. It just worked out perfectly. I'll also like having the AC ports in here because occasionally when you are at a site where you do have power hookups, it's nice to be able to have the power to run the heat as well as a hot water, and have some outlets inside without having to run extension cords through the door and stuff like that. So, I hope you found this video informative. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.